Bringing in CATES, which means we've got the cameras on. We're live on Lightning 100 and volume.com/Lightning 100. If you want to take a peek into our tiny studios, just like how it's going to be on Sunday when they're part of a very special Nashville Sunday night live from 3rd and Lindsley. It's Polychrome Ranch presents. I don't know if we've ever attempted to have this many bands be part of a Nashville Sunday night in the history of the program, which is probably older than both of you guys.
It is, yeah.
Maybe.
Well, what was it, 1990?
1996.
Oh, no. Well, we were around.
Okay, good. All right. Well, and you would know because you're brothers.
Yeah.
Now, who's the older brother?
I'm the older brother.
Okay.
Yeah. A little under 3 years difference.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm excited to get to know you a little bit better. I actually did not realize that you had been in the Daily Howl, which of course we played a bunch here on Lightning 100, and so at what point did it switch to CATES? It's been recent.
It was 2017 around this time of the year. Actually, our old band very unceremoniously ended, and Matthew and I said, "Okay, new band.
Yeah,
it's just going to be our last name." Originally, it was just going to be us, and we were going to play all the instruments. But once we found our bandmates, Glenn and Stefan, that changed.
Nice.
We opened the circle up a little bit.
Well, we just got the two brothers here, and normally you're on drums at the show. You'll be playing drums, so they got their acoustic guitars, which you can see if you actually take a look over volume.com/Lightning 100. And we're excited to chat with them, hear about their experience out at Polychrome Ranch, which LB Bystad has been in here. We had LB in here a couple days ago to promote their Nashville Sunday night performance out there this Sunday. We also had Ergo Bria here. We're going to have Majeska and Sewing Club, who's also our local artist of the week. Nordista Freeze, who's part of this show, is a former Music City Mayhem champion. We'll have Bad Culture. It's just a bunch of great Nashville acts who all have the Polychrome Ranch in common. And so you're going to do two songs today. Are these both songs that you did out at Polychrome Ranch?
They are, yeah.
Great. What do you want to do first?
This first one is called Nice Guy.
This is CATES live on Lightning 100.
1, 2, 1, 2. All I ever wanted was to write and share my music with the world, but now it's all this. If I had to guess, I'd say the witch hunt probably started down in Huntsville when I stole that kiss. I guess I should've known by the way she wouldn't smile that she wasn't a fan after all. But to go and get a lawyer and call all the papers really takes a lot of gall. How could she do this? And besides, I'm a nice guy. I always listen, I always agree, and I'm pro-choice too. What can I do to make you see that I'm your friend? I'm your ally. I'm sorry, I'm a hugger, it's just how I was raised. I can't help it if nobody has manners these days. I'm sure that you remember on the very first album the song I wrote and sang for my mom. And at that benefit show for battered wives, I really cried, I wasn't putting that on. Sometimes when they say stop it can come off kind of playful, and you don't always know where you stand. Of course, it's my assumption that if you have the gumption to get backstage and meet the band, it's on the table. And besides, I'm a nice guy. I always listen, I always agree, and fan club members get a bonus track for free. I'm your friend, I'm your ally. I really still don't know what the fuss is all about, but my agent says it's time to try to put the fire out, so I deny all these allegations. I don't recall these women or their protestations, but I'm here to listen and heal. You can tell me how I made you feel. Also, the healing and feeling tour starts on the 4th, yeah. We're gonna be in Milwaukee on the 4th, yeah. And I always agree, and fan club members get a bonus track for free. I'm your friend, I'm your ally. whatever they may tell you, it was all in good fun. Just delay my cancellation till this album cycle's done. Oh yeah.
Lightning 100, that is Kate's live here in the Volume.com studio. It's stripped down and acoustic. Probably going to sound a little bit different on stage on a 3rd and Lindsley this Sunday when we'll have the full band. Right now, we just have the brothers, Kates, Matthew and Aaron, here in the Volume.com studio. It is Polychrome Ranch presenting LB Bystad, Kate's, Pet Envy, Majeska, Ergo Bria, Bad Culture, Nordista Freeze, and Sewing Club live from 3rd and Lindsley this Sunday. Doors will open at 5:30. Broadcast starts at 7, thanks to Jack Daniels. So this is, of course, Polychrome Ranch presenting Nashville Sunday Night, which is the recording studio. Have you made 4 songs out there with Jared? Is that accurate?
Yep.
And so tell us, what's the experience like? You know, it looks beautiful. I haven't been out there. I've had Jared in here talk about it, and we also brought in LB Bystad, who's kind of telling us a little bit about it. But what's your take on the experience at Polychrome Ranch?
Yeah, you're right. It is beautiful out there. It's way out in the country. And the main thing for us is just how great Jared is at production.
Yeah.
We'd never really worked with a producer before. Even in the Daily How, when we recorded our EP, it was pretty much like, you know, go in there, play them exactly the way we perform live, get out in just a few hours. And Jared really listens to the song and thinks about how to contribute hooks instrumentally and how to kind of declutter things. And that outside perspective is like so helpful. It's the thing we never knew we needed, you know?
He's an arrangement wizard.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Well, that makes sense. And he's just a great human, as is Kristen. And I know they have all kinds of animals on the farm, and yeah, they're just great humans. We're longtime fans, of course. They're in the band Repeat Repeat, and he's made a lot of the Repeat music there. And even way before them, we knew them here in Nashville, and they were putting on their own little East Nashville Underground concert series. So it's been great to see him do so well, because he has made a ton of music out there at Polychrome Ranch, as is evidenced by all these bands who are going to be part of Nashville Sunday Night that have all made music out there. In return, like, it's, you know, you go and you make a song. Okay, we got to come back. Or you guys,
Yeah, that was our experience. We grew up out in the country too, in Fairview, and that just makes us feel so comfy, you know, to be out there and nature, and I don't know, it's cool.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your story, because you're both born and raised here in the Nashville area. And was it because your dad was a songwriter here in Nashville?
Yeah, so he moved here, and my mom moved here in the 80s. He was a staff songwriter in Houston, and then got transferred up here and continued his career. And then we were born at Baptist Hospital, like 3 years apart, and just kind of bounced around. We were in Donaldson for a little bit, and then Laverne, and then Fairview.
Are there any songs that he was a part of writing that we would know?
You know, it's mostly like album stuff. He wrote a song called Little Houses that I think got to number 5 on the charts with Skip Ewing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you've kind of followed in the family footsteps, besides making your own music, but also are you songwriters as well?
yeah, we co-write all of our stuff.
But for others too, are you guys?
Oh.
I wish that was the path I wanted to take, you know. And then we write for corporations. That's what we do. We write copy.
Oh, yeah. I see. I took that wrong.
Corporate writing. Yeah.
I read that you had a corporate writing day job.
Yeah.
I assumed it was writing music.
I wish. Yeah, it would be great. Make a lot more as a proposal writer. I will tell you that.
They're going to play another song for us now. What do you want to do? What do you want to play now?
It's called Another Day That Ends in Wine. It's a hook line we took from Better Call Saul. So thanks
Love
to
it.
the writers of that show. Appreciate that.
Kate's live on Lightning 100.
Hit the snooze for 5 more minutes. Now it's 8 and I'm late for work. Jesus Christ, the floor's always freezing. Better start some coffee and find a shirt. Oh,
Oh, it's just another day that ends in wine. Oh, it's just another day that ends in wine. The sun scrolled through the opposite window, over podcasts and breaking news. Gonna count my steps on the way to the mailbox and nurse a bus through the afternoon. Oh, it's just another day that ends in wine. Oh, it's just another day that ends in wine. In my dreams I float above the moon, drifting, weaving like a lost balloon. Hit the snooze for 5 more minutes. Now it's 8, so I guess I'll work. Jesus Christ, the floor's always freezing. Better start some coffee and find a shirt.
Lightning 100. That is Kate's live here in the Volume.com studio. And another day that ends in wine. I love that.